I gotta get this done. This is something else here. Anyway, I took my nasturtium leaves. I had this jar and this jar that were dried in there, and I put them in my little bullet. That see it grinds it up, and I ground them up. Most of it's ground up pretty little more than I wanted actually, but it doesn't matter as long as you get them broke down, because you don't want the more space, the more sides that are open to the medium that you're going to use, the more that can be extracted. So this is a very small little jar. I didn't get a lot of nasturtium leaves. We were in the hundreds in May, and that's just too hot for nasturtiums. So then you've got to take an 80 proof vodka. Now this is a non-GMO one. And you're just going to cover them a little bit above and let it set for a few weeks. But every day you just want to shake it once or twice a day and mix it up good and put it back in your cupboard or on your counter. You might want to leave it on your counter till it gets done. Probably anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks. Whenever you want, I'll leave it maybe even longer until I need it. It doesn't hurt it to leave the stuff in there. I want it to get strong, and I don't have a lot of material, and it's not going to make a whole lot. Very, very easy. It's just a tincture. This is my antibiotic. It's a liquid, and then after whatever amount of time I leave it up there, at least 2 weeks, usually longer is better. A lot of them I usually leave at least 6 weeks. But that's your antibiotic. You just take the tincture, take several, maybe a tablespoon 3 or 4 times a day, and with other things too. Or you can take it and rub it on something that looks like you don't want it to get infected. Just pour a little in your hand and rub it on your arm, your leg, your finger, or whatever. Or pour a few drops over your finger if you've got a cut on your finger. Actually, though, I make a little salve that I usually do that with. So this is more something I'm going to save to take on the inside, maybe just to kind of help if I get an infection or something like that. So basically, yeah, this is your nasturtium leaves, and it's very easy. Just takes the time of letting it sit in there and let it get all the goodness of it get into your liquid. Okay, I'm going to stir that, make sure there's no bubbles in it or anything, and put the lid on. And as time goes, all this material will start sinking to the bottom. But I'm going to shove it down so there's no material. See how it's stuck to the sides? You don't want to leave it like that. You want everything down in I'm using vodka for my medium, and that's what you want to put down in there. Now you can use, there's types of glycerin that you can use or different extracts, but I'm using the vodka. And I'm going to push all that down, mix it up, make sure there's no bubbles in it. And then I may pour just a little bit more. I'll let you see. Okay, now I just used a little wooden bamboo knife, and there was a lot of dry stuff at the bottom, so I've got it all mixed around so it's all wet and mixed in good. And I'm going to finish. It's hard to do with one hand. I'm holding the camera in the other hand. Kind of doing this in a hurry in the middle of a lot of things. But you want that all off the sides. And it looks like I can pour probably a little bit more vodka in there, and then I'll do some more mixing in it. Now there's something called Everclear that's kind of like vodka, except it's 100%. I mean, it's really strong stuff. You can use that too, but that's a lot more expensive. This works as long as it's 80 proof, it'll work. So there might be a few plants that Everclear might work a little better with, but the vodka should be fine for this. So I'm just going to cap this off and shake it every couple days, and we should be good to go in a while. A couple weeks. Hopefully I won't need it, but somebody else might in the family, so we never know. Okay, I've got it all stirred and scraped down, and I'm just going to leave it on the counter so I don't forget, because You'll notice all the material looks like it's just full all the way to the top. But as it gets saturated, it's going to start falling down, and you're going to see more clear, the clear liquid up here. But every day, a couple times a day, whenever you think of it, just come in and shake it real good. And then open up the cap and scrape it back down, and then let it set again. And then it should be ready to go. It's like any other tincture, like any of the tinctures that I've done pretty much. But I hope you enjoy this. It's just a quick one on how to make this, because I had told one of y'all that I would do this for you so you could see how to make it. And it is my nasturtium antibiotic. Some tinctures are not really an antibiotic. It depends on the plant material that you use. But the leaves of the nasturtium are supposed to have some antibiotic properties, so that's why I call it my antibiotic. But like I said, this is one that I usually take internally, but you could use it externally as well. It's not real powerful as some things that you might use, but it's still pretty good. Give me a thumbs up, and I will catch y'all next time. P.S. Always, always, always remember to label what it is and the date, so you know how long you've had it up there. You may think you remember, but life is busy and you will forget. It's when plants are all chewed up like that and in the medium, it's hard to tell what they are. So make sure you label it, and that should be it. Catch you next time. Bye.